and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. It is time for my monthly favorites and fails video for the month of March 2022. I have 11 items on here because I have one extra item. And yeah, so hello, if you are new here, my name is Jennifer, and I love doing makeup related material, and I love doing unboxings as well. But also I am agoraphobic, so I do talk about agoraphobic topics and mental health issues. If you are interested in any of those topics, or say you're interested in all of those topics, I highly suggest that you hit subscribe and tap that notification bell and set it to all so that you're notified every time that I upload a video. So if you are interested in seeing what my top 10 or 11 favorites and fails are for the month of March of this year, then hang tight because we are getting right into it. Okay, I just want to thank you for clicking on this video and wanting to spend some time with me. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much. And let's get on to it. Okay, my 11th item on here, sometimes I have an honorable mention, but this month I have a dishonorable mention. And okay, Erin and I did a video on bushy brows, and we used this product, the Jason Wu The Bush Brow Shaper Soap. And I was trying to get my brows looking a little more bushy. It is just if I can get it open. Okay, it is just soap brows. And I was trying so hard to get my brows to stand up, but they are so stubborn, and I was able to get them up, especially this brow. This brow's not as stubborn, but the other brow, although I got it to stand up, it fell shortly after the video was over, and I put a lot of this product into my brows. Granted, I could have just bought a bar of soap and tried it out. So I wasted $14 on this. And I could have just bought a bar of soap and found out that it didn't work anyways. So shame on me for buying the product. But yeah, that gets dishonorable mention this month. Okay, so now on to number 10. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. I'm not sure. It is the Mirabella Prime for Face. It is just a silicone primer. It works just fine. Other than that soap rose, I don't think I had any great fails for this month. I have a lot of primers. This doesn't work horribly, nor does it work the best. I like primers that fill in my pores. And it does a decent job at that. And that is about that. And that's really all it does. It doesn't do anything like keep my makeup looking great all day or anything like that. It's not a miracle working primer or anything like that. I used it today. It's probably not going to make my makeup last more than 3 to 6 hours or so, but I don't plan on wearing my makeup all day. I do use setting spray as well, so I don't know, that's why I put it at the bottom of my list. At number 9, I got this in an Ipsy X box. It is the Item Beauty On The Daily eyeshadow palette. It's just a neutral palette. The one thing I thought was cool about it, what is neat, was it did have this, let's see, it did have this duochrome shade in it. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but when I did my eye look, it was pretty neat. So, but I have lots of nude eyeshadow palettes, but this one performed really well. But I have other eyeshadow palettes. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes this month to show you, but that one just kind of fell at the bottom of the list. Number 8, I have the Wonder Beauty Wondrous Escape palette. That's what she looked like. I created a really pretty look with this. I got a lot of compliments on it, but again, it's kind of a neutral leaning palette. I like this shade Flourish right here. That is a really pretty color. I haven't tried this shade Sea Glass yet, but that looks like a really pretty color. But the rest are just kind of neutral leaning, and like I said, it performed really well. And all my palettes on here performed really well, and on the eyes. So that falls to number whatever. It's up here on this. It showed up here on the screen. My next palette I was a pretty good find at TJ Maxx. It is the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. It is a nice little rainbow palette. The only reason it falls so low on the list is these are as you can see, these are shimmer satins. They're not really shimmers, and they're not really satins. And so they're not really blendable into each other. So, and they can't really blend out either. So you're just kind of placing the colors on your lid. And it makes for really pretty eye looks. I won't take that away from it. If you want a really pretty rainbow looking look, you can't you can't really mix the colors. At least I haven't been able to. And so don't look for it. It is on sale on the BH site. But if you want a rainbow palette where you can mix the colors and be able to make different colors, I wouldn't necessarily use that palette for that. And okay, on to the next product. I got this in a BoxyCharm. It is the Nabla. I thought it was a liquid lipstick, but it acts more like just a regular lipstick, and it is in the color Eve. It is on my lips right now. So yeah, it goes on and it doesn't dry down, and I like that about it. It does transfer. I don't have a problem with that. I hate dry liquid lipsticks is what I don't like. So it goes on like that. It's a nice neutral color. I've been wearing it all the time and in lots of videos. And yeah, so that's what she looks like. She goes on nice and thick. And yeah, I've been really enjoying that. But I don't usually rate lipsticks really high in my rankings videos. But yeah, if you got this in your BoxyCharm and you haven't tried it yet, definitely try it out. The next palette on my list is the Hella Odin's Eye plus Angelica Nuke Fist palette. I really love the color story on this palette. And I've tried it a few times now, and the formula isn't my favorite formula. I've had an Odin's Eye palette in the past that I have decluttered. It is better than that older palette, but these are very pigmented shades. And sometimes being really pigmented doesn't always work in your favor. And sometimes that makes them hard to work with. And I think this kind of doesn't work in its favor. And the shimmers are kind of hard to work with. Although I do appreciate that there is a duochrome and a multi-chrome in this palette that are really neat. But I just love the color story on this. And I have come up with some really pretty looks with it. It's just not my favorite formula, but I really do like this palette. I look forward to working with it more. It is workable. I don't hate this palette. I still can work with it, and it's fun to work with. It's just not my favorite formula. The next palette is one of my favorite formulas, and this is not new to a lot of things in here are probably not new to the market. This is the Nomad Cartagena Magica palette, and this is what she looks like. I have worked with it a couple of times now. I did it on a palette, Wheel of Fortune's palette edition, and I love the look. I came up with it on that, and it is just a beautiful spring/summer palette. And I love Nomad's formula. Can't say enough good things about it. And yeah, love the color story. And it is just awesome. I think Nomad is coming out with another spring palette. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And yeah, so that is that on the palette. What is on my eyes today is the Ace Beauté Tropical Vibes palette. It is a nice grungy green palette. And I did a first impressions look on this. And I have tried it out a couple of times. And yeah, I love Ace Beauté's formula. They have reformulated, but I like the old formula, and I really like the new formula. And yeah, what I have on my eyes today is Chartreuse and Olive and Jungle. There's the Chartreuse and the Olive and the Jungle. And the Rainforest in my inner corner, and the National Park all over my lid. So that is the color story. When you are swatching there's a lot of fallout and kick up, but when you are applying it to your eyes, there is no fallout and very little kick up in the pan. So I don't understand that. So yeah, I highly recommend this palette. Maybe Boxy will bring this palette to its boxes someday, like it did with the Nostalgia palette. But yeah, highly recommend that palette. Number 2 is something I just picked up from Sephora, is the Tower 28 Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF 20. Don't count on SPFs in your foundation, but this is a tinted sunscreen. Always put your sunscreen on before you put your foundation on. but I'm wearing this today and I absolutely love it. I actually picked the right color, which I am so bad at picking foundation colors because I'm usually doing it online, but I picked a really good color this time, and this comes in 1 fluid ounce, and it is light coverage, which is what I usually prefer. I like light to medium. I don't like full coverage foundations, but I've been using this in some of my get ready with me's, and yeah, it goes on. It is very light, very, very skin-like. I do set my foundation, so I wouldn't know if to call it dewy or not. But, yeah, another definite, and I have dry to normal skin, so it works definitely on dry to normal skin. So another high recommendation for that. And at number 1, I got this in a boxy charm, and I highly, highly recommend this. This is the Ace Beauty Glow Essentials Highlighter Palette, and she looks like this. I am wearing glowing today. Let's see if you can. I love all of these shades, whether it be for my cheek or for my eyes. I can get use out of all of these shades. They show up beautifully on the cheeks and the eyes, and I've just been using this non-stop since I got it. If you got this in your boxy charm and you haven't used it, definitely try it out. Yeah, I just love, love, love this highlighter palette. I like highlighters. If you don't like highlighters, then you might not care for that product, but that is at the top of my list for this month. So leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought of my items. Do you have any of these items? Have you tried any of these items? What do you think? And what are some of your top items or stinkers for this month? I would love to know it. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. And as always, I hope you are having a wonderful, fantastic day out there today. And if you are not, I hope something comes along and kickstarts your day so that you can have a wonderful, fantastic day out there today, so that you can finish up your weekend with a bang. Or on the weekend, if you're watching this on the weekend, wherever you are in the world, day or night. And if you're having an especially hard time, know that I am thinking about you and sending you out those good vibes. And just remember to stay strong and stay healthy and stay safe out there. And I will see you in another video tomorrow. Okay, just stay well until then. Goodbye.